thought was a pretender. So for them beating Seattle, not only in the division to take a stronghold there, but they got absolutely embarrassed by the Miami Dolphins. This team needs a lot of juice. They need a lot of things to go right against the Seattle Seahawks, because then doubts start kicking in. The doubt of, can we really beat are we really as good as we think we are? Can we really beat a good football team? And I know what the problems are with the Seattle Seahawks as far as the secondary, but Russell hasn't shied away from putting points on the board against everybody they played. So I think for the Rams' psyche, and also for people to start believing that they are legitimately a team that can go deep in the playoffs, they need to beat someone of substance. Because me, you, Mina, Els, Mina, and Ryan, we can put a game plan together to beat the NFC East.
Well, yeah, we could. Go ahead, Mina.
Don't put me out there.
Well, first I'd like to say, Marcus, I think you're appropriately dressed because the Seahawks are starting a backup center against Aaron Donald. So being dressed for a funeral is right to talk about this matchup. On the other side of the football,
Right.
I think it's a very interesting matchup because, yes, the Seahawks defense just got waxed by Buffalo through the air, but the Rams love to run the football, and Seattle's actually very good at stopping the run. So if I'm Sean McVay and Jared Goff, I turn up the pass style a bit in this game. Start off early with some play action, target those tight ends. This year, Seattle's defense is giving up 14.65 yards of play to tight ends, which is the worst in the NFL. That is berserk, okay? So I wouldn't be surprised if the Rams tight ends make a lot of noise in this game.
And listen, you look at this team and you look at what the Rams need to do coming into this game, and you hear Mina talk about the defense and talk about how many yards that they're giving up through the pass for the for the Seattle Seahawks, how easy it is to exploit them. But really think about the Los Angeles Rams and what they like to do. They like to start the game off with the run and then move into the play action pass with Jared Goff. Sean McVay can't get away from that. Sean McVay can't get into this game and see the big pretty openings in the back of the secondary and say, you know what, we're going to throw it. We're going to do this each and every play. Because if you go 3 and out, if there's some incompletion, if there's some pressure, now you put Russell Wilson back out on the field. And nobody wants that. Nobody wants to give Russell Wilson opportunity after opportunity after opportunity to cook. And when you do those things, you put your team in jeopardy. You put your team in trouble. And also, Jared Goff doesn't look good when you just drop him back to pass. Did you see him against Miami? Those dudes were teeing off. They had interceptions that were actually dropped for pick 6. There was a fumble that was returned for 6. Sean McVay has to control this game. He has to know who his quarterback is. He has to know the wide range of Jared Goff. Jared Goff is a guy that can win an Oscar. He can be all different types of actors. We could see him as the Jared Goff that takes the team to a Super Bowl, or you could see him as Jeff Fisher's Jared Goff. Find him somewhere in between by controlling him, Sean McVay, because if you get too excited to try to attack through the pass, I think you could be in trouble.
Yeah, and if you're Sean McVay, it might be kind of hard not to get too excited, because when you think about Seattle's defense, they've allowed the second most yards through a team's first 8 games in NFL history. So he will be tempted to maybe throw it all over the field. We'll see what happens in that one. But let's get to Tom Brady and the Bucs, completely dominated by the Saints last time out. And all of a sudden, everyone pumping the brakes on the Bucs to the Super Bowl. So let's see, can they get right? A lot made about this, and Tom Brady talking about why they do need to get right.
You know, I think we all recognize we're not at a place where we can ever, relax. We got to improve the urgency. We got to, make the improvements faster, learn from the mistakes, and do a better job. A lot of situations you're in over years and years, and, we haven't been in those together. I might have been in a lot of situations, and Byron's been in a lot of situations, and BA's been in a lot of situations. The receivers here have been in a lot of different situations, but we're just trying to make it happen together. And you're going up against other teams that have a lot of continuity, and that's the disadvantage. But we got to try to make up for it as best we can.
I mean, we've seen frustrated Tom Brady on the sideline this year, and rightfully so in those moments. That's very reasonable. Tom Brady making a lot of sense about all this. But, Marcus, when you think about this, how much of the blame for the struggles with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers falls on Tom Brady's own shoulders?
I give him about 20% of the 80. And I'm going to be honest with you, BA and Byron Leftwich have not helped him. First of all, this is not Tom Brady's been in the league a long time. When Ryan played in the NFL, when I played in the NFL, you knew damn well when you got pressure on Tom Brady, he was going to struggle. That's been the case forever. And B.A. and Byron Leftwich keep wanting to throw 15, 20-yard routes down the field. They don't want to run a screen game. They don't want to figure out how to get this run game going. Like, it's all about the weapons and the talent. And I got to apologize to the American people because I'm dressed like a president today, so I said it that way. But the bottom line is this. You cannot put him in that situation at 43 years old. You cannot think that the talent is going to be good enough without continuity. Like, we talk about football from the context all of the time. You can buy championships in basketball. We've seen it happen. You can do it in baseball. We've seen it happen. You cannot buy championships in the NFL. They have to get this figured out right now. Now, Tom Brady throwing the ball across the field for an interception, yeah, that's dumb. Tom Brady throwing in the coverage, that's a problem. But a lot of this is based off of asking him to do things that he is not accustomed to do or not built to do with this team right now.
Marcus, I hate to do this to you because we are teammates. Didn't you say like a couple of weeks ago Tom Brady was the MVP? Didn't you say like Russell Wilson let him back in the race to be the MVP? And so now all he get is 20%. So was B.A. and Byron Leftwich doing a great job then and helping him?
No.
Sure, go ahead.
No, I get to talk.
Go ahead.
Mina next, but Marcus first.
I don't want to cut Mina off. I don't want to cut Mina off.
No. Just be sure.
Ryan. Okay, I'll talk then, damn it. Let me talk. Let me respond to the gentleman from Louisiana. Here's the deal, RC. When we looked at these last 2 weeks, the last 2 weeks against the New York Giants and also this shellacking that they got against the New Orleans Saints, what was different about them games?
Okay.
I mean, they adjusted in the second half
Tom
against
Brady
the Giants,
sucked.
but the Giants are bad. Daniel Jones allowed them to be in that game consistently. It's been terrible offensive plans, RC. We've been screaming, throw the ball to Grunt. We've been screaming, use the screen game.
The lady from California
have a run game. Go ahead,
like to
Mina.
reclaim her time.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. Okay.
Earlier we talked about how, Marcus, your apparel made you fit to talk about Aaron Donald versus the Seahawks offensive line. Now I'm going to talk about how Ryan is appropriately dressed to talk about the Carolina defense. Much like it looks like Ryan got his sweater at Gap Kids, this defense is full of children. And that's why Tom Brady is going to shred today. Now, they've got some great talented rookies. I love Jeremy Chin. Y'all know I love Brian Burns. But this is a very different defense from the one we just saw in New Orleans. And I don't think Brady's going to have nearly as much trouble against them.
Ryan, is that towel used every day for you, or is that a different one that comes out sometimes?
I got 6 of them.
It's upside
sick of the
down.
I
towel.
have 6 of them.
I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it.
Myron Cope's terrible towel.
It's working out really well for you, and we're going to keep making you sweat on this show. We got more coming your way. We got to go to break. They're